Hello everyone, welcome to my live stream. Today I'm in Aylesbury bus station. Let's get the live chat up so if anyone joins I can actually read the live chat. Today is Friday the 8th of July 2022 and we're currently in Aylesbury bus station. It's currently 2 minutes past 5 on this beautiful Sunday. While I wait for some buses to turn up for me to film, for you people at home to sit down and relax, and then you don't have to film it then. We've got an Enviro 200 here. This is why the camera probably isn't as best as usual, so I am using the same phone, but it's the recording software. But the good thing is it's auto adjusting the focus, so then when buses go into the bus station I don't have to keep adjusting it. It could be the 7, they'll be in here in a minute. Going up the PPTC, public transport corridor, that's illegal. I know it does say shed but path, but obviously we're not allowed on any pavements altogether. It's basically a motor vehicle. And I bet they're going to go up the broad walk. If anyone wants to look at the tracker on the tracking, you can just have a look at it on bustimes.org and just put it on the live chat and say that there'll be this vehicle in at this time. Seems quite boring at the moment. There's not really any services here at the moment. Done a bit of trouble live stream, so it's basically in portrait. I want it in landscape because then it's better on YouTube and it doesn't have that weird phone thing. We're on a phone, but if you're watching on a tablet, there's the Enviro 200 SWIKE61F FZH. Just trying to look over the planters because the it's kind of obscures the number plate a bit. It's mainly when I'm really zoomed in on this, it doesn't really do a good job, but never mind. That's Victor driving that. It's one of the drivers I know, he's a very good driver. I should really jump off and I don't have to. But I think we should just move over here, to be honest. Well, not necessarily in the shade up here, that's the only problem, which means makes it a bit harder to look at this. No one's put anything on the live chat yet. I think it's better in the bus back there a bit, so I'm in the shade. Could go to Aylesbury High Street, but it's kind of wait and ask people watching it, and then they can put in the thing, oh, don't be here. This. Move that. Should have just brought. Oh, someone's joined. Hello, Ev. Hello. So I was saying earlier, if you want to look at the bustimes.org and see the tracking, you can, and you can just put in the live chat. There'll be this bus arriving here at this time. She stared at the day where I can actually see it. I think we might get Pulsar 1 coming out in a minute because I can hear its engine sound. So I'm just going to wait here for about a minute and around the corner. I don't know if you heard me because that engine sounded quite rubbish, to be honest, compared with a Dennis Dart. There we go, look at him. Right, oh there we go, it's on the 9, of course he is. Other person's joined. I don't know if that's one of the bus enthusiasts in the company or just random kids watching it. It's 3798 if you can't see it on the camera. Off its onwards journey on the 9. I'll get another view for you up here because it's obviously going to do a U-turn because it's Route 9. In fact, I'll show you that and the 130. that's not 130, it's on dead run, but here we go. Another 3868, and on the enviros over there. Over here, we've got that same right pulsar. Someone's put a comment, I'm just read that in a minute. Evening, I'm a bus enthusiast. I have bus times open if need any help. It's I don't really need bustimes.org, but it's just that basically it'd be nice if some people looked at it and they put like a suggestion saying that this number plate or vehicle fleet number will arrive here at this time and you want to see it. So if you see anything interesting on bustimes.org going towards this bus station, and I can possibly film it, but I'm obviously not going to be here all night, so I don't really want to arrival at 10 o'clock. But yeah, that's 3868 again. VK58 is coming on the X30 now, due in a few minutes. Sounds fantastic. I'll film that when it comes in, but before I film it, I'm just going to film this Enviro 400 on White Route 50. It's White Route 50 branded. So it's, I think it might be on about that Satara. I think that is a 58 plate. Yeah, I'll film that again in a minute because it'll be coming back round the circle round Morrison's. Just get one of the Enviros up here. We don't want to go too far because I've still got my bike there, but this is what I get up to in my evenings. Oh, we got one of the other Enviros behind it in green route livery. It's very nice that Red Line Bus is actually tracking, and they've sorted the tracking out Red Rose as well on bustimes.org. So there's a bunch of idiots out this evening in their cars making a load of racket and wrecking my beautiful live stream. He hasn't quite got round the circle yet, but I'm sure he'll be up there in about a minute. That BK58 URN. Oh, here it comes now, but actually it's Enviro 400. It's on the dead run. That doesn't come up on the tracker because it's not fixed route on the machine. Still parked at the bus stop, so I'm not going to film down there quite yet. It's also gone in the bus station. Still parked down there. I'm not sure if you can see it on the camera, but it's parked up at the... oh, it's just left the bus stop now. It might go over unless the lights go change. No, they're changed. Oh, only just. It's be quite a speedy spare ticket machine on the 9, but it isn't due in bus station until 5:40. When I do, I'm not sure I'll film it or not because I probably might leave earlier than that, but it just kind of depends on what I want to do, because it's getting a bit popular now. We've got 3 people, which is good. So I think some people have been subscribing and they got their notifications. I do find it when they do put a machine on, because then you can't really... Still got the next bus on the 3915. It's 3920 actually. I think he's on about this, I'm not sure. Unless they change a number and they haven't put the right one on. Then we have one of the Enviro 200s, that's Kaz. This lovely driver's going to wave at me. Got very good drivers at Red Rose. Yeah, because whenever they see me, they think, oh, there's the enthusiast Mr. Meakin, let's wave at him. Sorry, I meant the spares. Oh, right. Sorry. Don't worry, always do that. I've done quite a few mistakes like that on other people's live streams, which is pretty funny. Let's if we hurry up, we get round there and we can... Oh, there's the old girl. One of the best vehicles. BU05 is due on the 50 at 1720. Actually, I will definitely wait for that, because I've seen it on the 50 earlier when I left my estate. I should verify it. There's the Enviro 400 on the White Route 50. God, so many vehicles coming in a minute. But let's jump off my bike. I don't know why I've even got on it. Sorry for the rubbish camera view. But I'll just jump off the bike and I'll keep an eye on it, just so we get a nice shot of her coming into the bus station. Lovely 04 plate. I think I did a video on that on my channel. It'll be on this channel, not my main one. It'll be on the transport one. I think that's probably E16. I don't know why they shove that on the thing. It's another green through Enviro 200 delivery. But here we have an Opta Solo. Not too sure if any enthusiasts noticed, but they've actually put the Star Travel branding on. Basically stickers. It's Victor, it's the driver. Yeah, it's E17 because it's got the vinyl on the window. It's E16, someone obviously smashed the window. There's 3797. It's too distracted by the Enviro 200 behind in front of me. Should be facing the camera the other way, to be honest, but it's still ride livery. But them two skirt panels really annoy me because it's like there's a great big great big bit of branding missing, and it looks horrible. Red lines, Opta Solo I saw earlier had a great big panel replace. This one, the Enviros, had a panel replace, and basically they didn't painted it red but didn't put the white on it. So their livery. That's E4, it certainly was. Actually, that as I was speaking about the Opta Solo a minute ago about its panel, you can just see it down there, and I wish they'd never kept the SR one. Well, it's kind of a bit of the council fault, in my opinion, because I don't know what actually happened to it, but it's kind of when the council stopped their rainbow route scheme. But this, actually, that's perfect. This Opta Solo in front has got a bit of white missing on the livery and the transfer because the replacement panel. But the Opta Solo behind shows you exactly how it should be, with its red line logo and its bit of white. But, and there was that. I think that was RGV or something. Always having a good beeping session. I think that's that 13 plate. Couldn't see none. Really look at the plate, to be honest. I think he said, yeah, 21 minutes past 5. Just assume we'll get that BI5. There's 3019. I've been on that a few times. It's quite nice, the tyro. Isn't the lights green? Why are they moving? What? It just sat there. Oh, there we go. So unless we're making enough money to sustain it, apparently, but they did 4 buses running on it. In the Solo without the dash panel. Day back. First day back. Oh, there's BU05. Interesting comments about the Solos and that. That dart's going to take about a minute to go around. We'll film this Pulsar one, 386A. Making its way on the X60. I don't like the X60 too much. If I want to go to Milton Keynes, I don't want to get there on the longest journey possible. That's literally the route I have to kind of avoid. I think I just hear that very loud fan up. That ALX 400 has obviously switched it back on. So don't think you're not really meant to hear that fan at all. I saw that this morning. The same driver. Saw that passing Sir Henry Floyd, dropping off the kids. Oh, this would be a good clip. Where's he going? What? It's going to this bus station, but he's just completely avoiding it. But here we have Viro 200 at Redline, 3019 behind it at Reaver, and behind it is BU05 HFZ, I think it is. And there's also something nice behind the ALX 400, so I'm not sure. And half of them don't even go to MK. Oh, he's gone in there anyway. He might be on about the solos. That one's going to MK. Not sure if they got this on here tomorrow, probably not, because they usually don't. That's kind of when I get to ride on buses, because obviously through the week I'm at school. Oh, they got, this must be probably a new driver this, because they've got a service trainer. 6403 has problems, unfortunately. That's why ASC gave it to us. Yeah, it's the only thing about that vehicle is that if it didn't have its problems, that just be so much better, because that's the only really one we've got. The X60s, lol. Totally agree. I don't really know how they're making a profit. HF said it's actually on the 7 or 10. I have seen it on the 7 and 10 through the week sometimes, but it's on the 7 on the weekend sometimes. Got the bill money. It's quite sad that when that driver dies, but they've basically got the remembrance display board on the front. Expect that I'll stop talking, we'll film this and I'll say to you in a minute. But yeah, that's the only thing. I do like this vehicle, but the thing I just hate about it, they really need to get the fan sorted. That's really annoys me when I like hear the fan when it goes past. I'm like, God, that horrible fan. But what I was going to say about the 50 is, it's my local bus route. That dial will probably leave here at 5:45, because that's the usual timetable when it leaves the bus station. Which if I go here, we're in the shade still. It's Viro 200. I'll read that live chat in a minute, because I'm just going to concentrate filming on this and I'll read it after. We got two comes. It is a beast, but the cooling fan drowns it out so much. I do really miss. Got again, sun's. Really do miss trying some DB. Yeah, I do remember the DAFs, because obviously the 50 used to be run by a Raven, or that's my local bus route, and I remember going on there and just jumping on one of the W plates ALX 400s when I was about 5, with the sidewards facing seats, and it's just lovely. And that's how kind of really like the DAFs, because it's either YX10 or UV. 61's Dunstable at 5:35. It's currently parked up the road from the bus station. Always parks there. It is annoying. They always park there all the time. So whenever I go along, so I've obviously got a bike, do quite a lot of cycling. When I go along the Ruby Way, which is on that sign, I do see him all the time. Literally park there. There's 3920. But that fleet number's come off, so I kind of struggled to read the first part of it. Same, I live in Holton. I live on a little housing estate that they go round when they go along the Wendover Road. Which probably annoys all the customers because they've got to go round Elm Farm, which is literally where my house is. But yeah, it really is something they need to fix. Though it's Aylesbury depot, so we'll know what's on that. Probably get rid of it eventually. Their German I1s, they went like about 2 years ago. Yeah, they should get in the shade. Yeah, they're unbeatable. Really love those Euro 2 memories will never fade. That is what really annoyed me when they got rid of the that 50 and they gave it to. I didn't really give it to it because it was kind of the 61A that kind of took over about one every 3 hours or something ridiculous. Our bus service was terrible until they actually finally took it over with Red Line, and then they took it over with Red Rose. I think they had a bit of that gap between Red Line doing it until Red Rose, probably because they got their branding sorted and that. It's just one bus driver that always parks there. Not sure why when there's a bus station with drinks and facilities just round the corner. Totally agree. I do find it absolutely ridiculous because whenever I go there from about probably 3:30, I don't know when he leaves, but it's about 3:30 onwards, and then he leaves at some point. He just sits there doing nothing. Leaves his engine on for about 2 hours, wasting the company's fuel and polluting our environment. If Arriva hadn't stopped serving Elm Farm, they would have lost competition given by Red Rose. Correct. So when they do go around Elm Farm is because there's quite a few people with their bus passes, and how the bus passes work. Oh, I didn't notice that. Probably on a dead run, but just film that. It's an MMC. I don't really like them too much. It's their new junk, but film it anyway, why not? Like the good old dark coming in here. That would be nice. There goes the Solo in the blue route livery. But yeah, there's quite a few people do use that Route 50, which is now branded as White Route 50 due to the I'll never forget Arriva for that. Me either, because it caused so much confusion and annoyed customers because they couldn't go anywhere. Hello, how's your day? It was fantastic. Hello, Nico from school. That's obviously a bit weird way to. He's in the middle of the road. Can't beat the classics. Those things won't last long. Red Line have already destroyed a couple of them. I totally agree that. MX63 WZV will be in the bus station soon. It won't be in the bus station soon, it'll be in there now. Is that the 110? I don't really get the 110 too much. It's kind of two of the companies operating it. I haven't really looked into it of how the service works. They've got all their smiley faces, probably because of that funny little scooter, but they've also put the Ness at the start of it. but this is my fave in the area. Yeah, they do kind of maintain their vehicles a bit better than the other companies, to be honest. Best independent in town. I totally agree, they maintain their buses better than any company in the area. That was a bit dangerous. I don't like the sapphire livery. It's kind of, I don't like the newer Reaver livery either, because I find it a bit boring, to be honest. Their Olympians are amazing. I actually haven't been on their Leyland Olympian, surprisingly, because I'm not. It's mainly because the school gets in the way and that's the only annoying thing I get as being an enthusiast. That's kind of why I haven't really uploaded in 2 weeks. So, well, to be honest, it's mainly me being slightly lazy, but I should really upload more to this channel. It's a weird looking, must be a Reaver in disguise. Oh, there we go. Lovely. Just shows you how long they had that. Brakes are a bit squeaky, but on the rear display board, the pillar's in the way. Still got 321 when they used to operate that until they changed it. My mate owns one of them, the P8s. They had. It's really amazing. I don't think I have been on the Leyland Olympian. I'd like to though. It's Scarborough bus. I think he's probably watching this all the way from Scarborough. He's watching something literally down south. Yeah, a lot of people have complained about the simplicity of the new livery. There's quite a few words I could describe their new livery, but I'm not really going to say it on this live stream because but to be honest, their new Reaver livery just looks like they've just sprayed something into light blue and put a line on it, a few logos, and job done. Looks like that only took them about 2 minutes editing it. Then like, oh, that looks good, even though it doesn't. We'll use that livery. Where I work, we're selling our Volvo Olympia. Redline Decker has just done the 643 to Stokenchurch and is now running dead. It's interesting. Be terminated. Interesting bit of driving there. One of the MMCs, which I'm not a big fan of, but yeah, it's kind of lazy. Yeah, it is. That's why I'm kind of doing a live stream, and then you can actually get a good. Well, it's been half an hour now, but it'd be nice if I could go in the bus station. I should have brought my bike log, but I didn't really think of doing this until I'm like, oh, well, there's the plain white vehicle. That's literally the third car that's done that in this live stream. Unless it was the other live streams which I didn't quite get working properly because I wanted it landscape, not portrait, because then you can actually. Is this gonna? There we go. It's focused. So that was the MMC we just saw. Red line reminds me slightly of where I work. There's the beast. Yeah, I do like the noise of squeaky brakes. I did watch a video. I think I watched probably about a year ago. I watched it, but I kind of keep re-watching it. It's basically a Dennis Starr on YouTube. It's called All the Noises. If you just search that up, and then Dennis Starr. It's got through the squeaky brakes, the Anderson gearbox, everything. Don't think it's got the bell though, but you probably won't hear the bell over that beastly engine at the back. There we go. There's the Centro. Sure if they're going to repaint this like they did with the other one. the other Centro they had, which is alright. RH starts, all the noises correct. I think that's the video. Oh, that's Plymouth RH, isn't it? Yes, it is. I'll keep going back to the video because I really enjoy it, but I've got a few videos on my channel with the sprites. I have asked some of their drivers when they're going to get it back in service, but they did say they were going to do it last week on Saturday, but obviously they said that they had a bit of a problem with it. But 3812 needs a refurb. It certainly does. But they did have another Centro like this, and they redone everything. They redone everything on that other Centro. They've done all the seats, everything. Interesting. They're still using the same maquette. They didn't change that when they kind of rebranded their company. He's only going for Tring. It does annoy me when they do that, because they kind of change the display boards before they come in, which is good here, but I've seen a red line driver do it literally on Walton Street. Snow isn't that great, but it doesn't matter too much. But the only bus that we kind of went past for someone to see that would be the Walton Street one. And they're thinking, he's on number 6 going down Walton Street, but that's because I prefer the older maquette, but it's worn out. Yeah, it would be. But yeah, the old maquette is nice. Got one of their, I think it's KF52 or something on that video. Red Line's got their own maquette with all red lines on it, and it's kind of like a yellow line, different shade of reds on a red back maquette. But the only thing is, I'm not too sure if you'll be able to see it on that video, because the wheelchair bay, where that is, so I'm going to retrim that one with something else. There's Kaz again on the 10. Way to confuse people. There's the X30 he was on about earlier. It's finally arrived into Aylesbury bus station. What time did he say it's going to arrive? I think it'll be up the top. No, it's a different end. Shouldn't be going to Tring, it's scheduled to Watford. Go to Watford. So no, they do that sometimes, but yeah, they fitted a few years ago back and put on that nice light maquette. 5467, which is not terminating at the correct bus stop. Services that go out of town, comes in from a different town or out of town, it's meant to stop over there, because the bus stops are still there, even though it is for the coronavirus. Even though it's been and gone, there's still a bit of it around, but the council's obviously still don't put any notices up saying that still should be used, so they should put new sign up saying you're using it or you're not using it, because it comes up quite a bit of confusion. Was the ZNS E200 came different? That'll be on the 786. I've seen the 786, but I haven't really looked at the timetable, so I'm not sure what bay that goes from, because I'm not really in the bus station in the evening. I'm kind of just outside in this tunnel bit, because I should start bringing my bike lock, but yeah, it shouldn't still be there. I think I saw it leave earlier. Let's fix back on the 7. They're Enviro 200s. I'm going to stop talking because I'm rabbiting on about random stuff. I don't even really talk when there's live chat. '61 should have gone out now, but it hasn't yet. CX-30 doesn't surprise me it ain't gone out yet. It's Red Eagle because sometimes fortunately it's a private route for workers at Arla. Picks up from the railway station at around 5:30. Yeah, because I do see that service, but I'm like it's probably a private service or something, but it obviously is. So you've said it. So that Centro's coming out, so you'll see it in a minute as it comes out when I film it. The only problem about this software I'm using is it comes up with the logo at the bottom and comes out weird when you zoom in fully. But it's the only thing about the streaming software, but see, I don't really have a computer with me and I don't know how to really. I have to be over 1,000 subscribers to do it off YouTube, but I'm gonna have to get the special thing for it. What's she doing? Stop in the middle of the road, shove late for lateness. I totally agree. I do find it annoying because in the bus station, if I get on their service, I'm like, oh, I might as well just get on the Reaver if I'm going to Tring because it might not arrive. But then it does, like about an hour later. Well, not an hour, but get the rough idea, it's usually late. What's all these cars in the bus station? Don't know, it's honest. YY14 WFU in Explorer Oxford will be at the bus station in about 5 minutes. Now, to be honest, that's probably the only livery they've actually bothered to actually design. Yeah. I don't like that skirt panel, it looks horrible. Yeah, they're literally agreeing with me. Actually, it's coming up right now. Sometimes the bus tracker, I do use it myself, but it's usually harder to use when I'm on doing this. So I can't see what I'm filming. TBF. It does look a bit too much like a car park. What, the bus station? There's BO5, will be leaving in 5 minutes because that's the usual timetable. It'd be funny if they put that in the middle of the road, and I think they are on about Aylesbury bus station because the car's going in and out. Well, that side's like a delivery area and parking for staff, but then the side behind me is obviously the bus station. But they've also got delivery bits down there for House of Fraser and that. But the only thing about this advertising I don't really get, because it says jump on board and explore Oxford, but there we go, he's finally arrived. That took ages. The thing about that livery is that there are a lot of people say about livery is that kind of doesn't make sense because you're not really exploring that much of Oxford. You're just on the 280, to be honest. There's the old Max livery. Probably the Max logo's behind that unless they're taking it off. It's one of the solos down there. But over here is the Enviros. Lights ain't changed yet, so 5467. I think we saw that earlier. But down here is this Opta Solo with the same panel without the white and the logo, which I bet they'll only just put a logo on there and not put any white. Hello Red Rose Millennium Viking, how are you? To my live stream. The beautiful Aylesbury bus station. But if quite a few people do enjoy this, I'm probably going to do this every evening on a weekday, round about this time. Good mate. He might be at his house, but imagine if he was in the bus station. That's true, and worse is when they put it on a different route. Oh dear. There's a 61 running late. I do agree with that. I should have mentioned that when I was talking about it. He's got his doors open, which is a bit unsafe. BO5 HFZ. Correct, I noticed that on the 50 when I arrived back from school. It's a very nice vehicle, that. I have been on it before, but I don't think I've made a video of it out of my 100 and something videos. So I'm quite happy I got the ride on that Dart the other day, because so kind of preparing for the New Year 7s at my school, so they had a day off, so that's them to do it. Oh, we got HW54, and it was a few weeks ago, actually a few months ago. It was last month or May. They had overheating problems with that, and I had to keep refilling it with water. Here you see LF57 OXF Carousel Annual Route 1 is going on the 40. I think you've got the wrong town. Is it the usual guy driving which drives me? I think so. Let's fix it. And the lines in the bus station are annoying. So, because I rang the council up about the lines in the bus station, but actual what I'm on about the lines is all the blue paint and the actual lines for the bays. But the council can't do anything because it's not their responsibility, because the actual bus station surface, not sure if anyone knows this, but it's actually owned by Friars Square. But the only things owned by the council are the screens and the timetable posts with the timetable and that. BXH driver is so fast. It's what we call a good driver. Fast driver is always the best. Except if you're in a double decker and you're going around the bend. That's how tight it is. Might tipple over. Which would be that great. So that solo just started. It's very annoying. Most Red Eagle drivers are fast except for one. Wouldn't surprise me because they're always late. I think you've got to try and look for a service which has got quite a rubbish timetable, so you're always late, and that's usually the best route because you usually have the quickest driver. Quite a few people on here. There's 3875. For some reason the front panel doesn't have a fleet number. That's what I like to see. Oh, I see him going the other way. I think they might be a bit late. Oh, thank you, NHS. I think he's got the wrong route. So this, yeah, he's obviously possibly might have the wrong route. So I haven't really seen that number. Can't really see any. Yeah, but BXH driver is so fast. He flew round the bus station. That's probably why down there at the end, when you go around the corner, some of the bus drivers have been hitting the column like this, and they put a load of red paint on it, or Carn Red as it's called. MK Depot can be a bit hit and miss, though I don't know why, but it's missing. Probably because they can't afford to change it. This is on Route 14. I think it might be, but they do need to sort the rear display board. Happens quite a lot. They don't get the rear display board done, and it's ridiculous. 3798. But yeah, I do find the live stream better because I can actually interact with you viewers, and you can actually say stuff. What's that noise? That doesn't sound right, does it? What? He's not meant to do that as he's in the red line bay. It's been on the 320 railing for so long. This is always on it. Probably looking at the tracking. Turn around quick because it was near my Polo Evade bike. New Aylesbury zone ticket. Well, I don't care about their ticket because I get on for free because I've got a confectionery bus pass due to my left leg shorter than my right leg, which is something you've just learnt on this live stream. Just going round because obviously can't find a bay. Just had a new engine. Can even move. That would surprise me. Probably their drivers have absolutely destroyed them. Probably wouldn't have happened if Redline actually do their maintenance properly. Indeed, we have learned that, Daniel. Anyway, I'll probably stop this live stream in a few minutes. Here's one of the Enviro 200s. Goes 9. No, he's in the right bay. It's counting base because that Enviro 200 didn't score Oxford livery. I weren't sure who's in the right bay. Red Rose and Red Eagle maintained well. I think, to be honest, it's their yard because I don't really have a... What I don't like about sub-red line vehicles is the maquette, and they do need to spend some money re-trimming some of the maquettes. It doesn't have to be their own maquette, it could be any maquette, but it's just that when some of the ex-Londons, you sit at the back and you're like sitting on a bit of wood or like a bit of metal, it feels like. These are very hard seats. Let's see. Star Travel, that's SCZ, which has recently, a few weeks ago, received some new Star Travel transfers to Victor. Have a good driver at the company. Red Eagle need to... Now their buses are smashed up on the road today, and the driver's strapped aside. That would not surprise me. Or a bit of tape on the maquette. They always put tape on the maquette, but it's not just the rips on the maquette, it's also the kind of the thing on the kind of the stuffing in the seats. That eventually kind of goes down, and it really makes it hard on the seat. It's worse on the Urban 90 seats, because I don't know whoever designed Urban 90s, they're a bit of an idiot, to be honest, because when the maquette goes, an idiot, a car just crashed into my alongside the road. Always have stuff going wrong. It's on my channel. It's also a video. If you this live stream right now on this channel, there's actually, I did a video down there of a red line driver shouting at a cyclist shouting at a red line bus driver. It's on the kind of new, it's not new, it's kind of been out for a few months now. It's kind of on the highway code thing. I think it's suggested, I'm not sure if you have to do it, but it's suggested that you have to stop for cyclists and let them across a road on a shared footpath, which this is a shared footpath, which we're in via 200. Oh, he's going to do a dead run after that because he's obviously overshot. Well, he's kind of stopped a bit back than he should have done for the bus stop. Remember last year, I saw you at the bus. Yeah, I remember that. It'd be nice if we could see each other again, but it's kind of seeing who gets there. Anyway, that's the actually see my face reveal, Transport Buckinghamshire. It kind of isn't, because if you looked at my main channel you'd probably see my face, but just want to say thank you for watching today's live stream and visiting and going on bustimes.org for me. But there'll probably be another one like this on Monday about 4 o'clock. Not 4 o'clock, because I'll be at home then and I'll have to cycle into town again. But it'll probably be about 3:30 or 5. I'll do one of these live streams, and we'll just speak a minute after the Enviro 200 goes. But it'll probably be on Monday or Tuesday or whatever. But I'm not promising that it will definitely happen. It might happen, but your channel is very good. Thank you very much. But yeah, I'll see you later. See you on Monday if I do a live stream, or if I don't, I probably won't do it, but I probably will. But just look out for the notifications. See you later. Cheers, Daniel. Take care. See ya. Bye.